Richard and Carol are doing the Consonant Calypso in half an hour after William G provides the brain fodder with 15 to 1.
Russell Henderson from Stalybridge in Cheshire, John Edgecombe from Bishop Stortford in Hertfordshire, Annette Townsley from Bradford, Roy King from Harleston in London, Colin Twamley from Birmingham, Chris Middleton from Rotherham, Denise Rendell from Poole in Dorset, Judith Jones from Rowlands Gill in Tyne and Wear, Robin Davis from Earlsfield in London, Michael Paul from Alfreton in Derbyshire, Ben Parker from Kenton in Middlesex, Gordon Clough from Leeds, Robert Norfolk from Anstey in West Sussex, Terry Mulkerrin from Nantwich in Cheshire, and Nat Cohen from Kenton in Middlesex are all here to play 15 to 1, presented by William P. Stewart.
Thank you. Hello, our previous winner today is Terry Mulkerrin from Nantwich in Cheshire. Welcome back, Terry. Karen Steer's score of 243 is setting the pace on the finals board, but only 5 times in 31 series has 243 been enough to win our finals board trophy. So there's everything to play for. Off we go. And we begin with Russell Henderson from Stalybridge in Cheshire. Russell, in which English cathedral is the famous 13th century map of the world called the Mappa Mundi kept?
Canterbury.
Hereford. John, please. The Rufus stone, said to mark the spot where William Rufus was killed by an arrow in 1100, stands in which English forest?
The New Forest.
Annette, please. The Press. Herbert Bloch, who died in 2001, aged 91, won 3 Pulitzer Prizes and shared a 4th with colleagues from the Washington Post under the pen name of Herblock. In which field is he best known?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
He's a famous political cartoonist. And Roy, please, politics. Which position in the Labour Party is currently held by David Treisman?
I'm afraid I don't know.
He's the General Secretary of the party. Colin, please, television. Gene Roddenberry, an American television writer-producer, is best known for creating which television science fiction drama series?
Star Trek.
Chris, please. Who in the books by Hugh Lofting is deserted by his patients because his house is full of animals?
Dr. Dolittle.
And Denise, please, Shakespeare. The friendship between Valentine and Proteus is strained when both fall in love with Sylvia, daughter of the Duke of Milan. In which play?
2 Gentlemen from Verona?
They are the 2 Gentlemen of Verona. Judith, please. A Hellenist is a specialist in the study of the language, literature, culture or history of which European country?
Greece.
And Robin, please. Anatomy. Where in the human body are the submandibular gland, the parotid gland and the sublingual gland?
In the mouth.
They are. And Michael, please, food and drink. The name, please, of the wine from the Rhône region of France, which has 12 appellations, including Village, Morgon and Moulin-Avon.
Côte du Rhône.
Beaujolais. And Ben, please. Football. He has managed Rangers, Liverpool and Southampton, as well as clubs in Portugal, Italy and Turkey. Of which club in the English Premiership is Graham Souness now the manager?
Manchester City.
Blackburn Rovers. And Gordon, please. Which Roman emperor granted toleration and imperial favour to Christianity in AD 313?
Don't know.
Constantine. Robert, please. The Sugar Plum Fairy and Drosselmeyer are characters in which Tchaikovsky ballet?
Nutcracker Suite.
Well, Nutcracker, yes. And Terry, which pop singer, real name David Jones, appeared in the films The Man Who Fell to Earth, Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, and The Last Temptation of Christ?
David Bowie.
And Nat, please. Diplomacy. To which court are all foreign ambassadors to the United Kingdom accredited?
St James.
And your second question, Russell. Literature, 1984. What's the official language of Oceania in George Orwell's book, 1984?
Newspeak.
It is. John, please. The Bible, the New Testament. The name, please, of the passer-by who was made to carry the cross on the road to the crucifixion of Christ.
Can't think.
Simon of Cyrene. Annette, please. Germany. After the Second World War, Berlin was divided into 4 occupied sectors, governed by the USA, the Soviet Union, Britain, and which other country?
Russia?
France. And Roy, please. Classical mythology and astronomy. A sign of the zodiac, the twins Castor and Pollux were transformed by Zeus into which constellation so that they would never be separated?
Gemini.
Colin, please. Sitting between 1661 and 1679 and named after the Royalist supporters during the English Civil War, what name was given to the Parliament that followed the restoration of Charles II? No. The Cavalier Parliament. Chris, cassiterite is one of the chief ores of which metallic element?
Uranium.
Tin. Denise, please. The Church of England. The Anglican bishop of which English city signs himself David Sarum? David being his first name, Sarum being the Latin name for the city.
Salisbury.
Judith, the name, please, of the Scottish-born explorer after whom Canada's longest river is named.
Hudson.
Sir Alexander Mackenzie. Robin, please. Quotations. Who in the 19th century said of William Gladstone, "He speaks to me as if I was a public meeting"?
Pitt the Younger.
Queen Victoria. Michael, please. The countryside. How does a common wild rabbit signal to other rabbits of danger?
It beats its paws on the ground.
It does indeed. And Ben, music. What word describes the female voice between soprano and contralto?
Alto.
Mezzo-soprano. Gordon, please. Art. What term for the outline of a dark shape on a light background is derived from the name of a French author and politician of the 18th century?
No idea.
Silhouette. And Robert, please. Ecology. Usually applied to peat or bogs, if something is described as being ombrogynous, it is dependent on what for its formation?
Trees.
Water. Terry, the 19th century American socialite Jenny Jerome was the mother of a famous son, born in 1874. Who was he?
Winston Churchill.
And Nat, sport. In July 2001, Jacques Rogge of Belgium was elected president of which international organisation?
FIFA.
The IOC, the International Olympic Committee. That's 3 down, 12 to go, and those 3 must now leave us. Laura, please.
And those eliminated are Annette Townsley, Ben Parker and Gordon Clough. And of the remaining 12 contestants, 2 still have their 3 lives intact.
We start round 2 with Russell at number 1, the first correct answer, and we can start nominating. And Russell, we begin with comedy greats. Which Manchester-born comedian, known for his deadpan delivery and intentionally dodgy piano playing, once described his face as resembling a sack of spanners?
Tommy Cooper.
Les Dawson. John, please. Which 18th century Hanoverian king of Britain had 2 mistresses who, because of their greatly differing shapes, were nicknamed the Elephant and the Maypole?
Charles I.
George I. And Roy, please. Politics. What term from an Old Norse word for an assembly is used for a platform from which candidates address voters?
Husting.
And a number, please, Roy.
13.
The Gatwick Express service runs from Victoria Station. From which London terminus does the Heathrow Express run?
Paddington.
It does. Onward, please.
5.
Earthquakes. Colin, the Mercalli scale is used to measure the intensity of earthquakes. What name is given to the scale used for measuring the magnitude of earthquakes?
Richter.
It does indeed. Onwards, please.
15, please.
Sport and quotations, Nat. A game that is played on a 5-inch course, the distance between your ears. The American Bobby Jones description of the game at which he was a champion. Which sport or game?
Golf.
Indeed, Nat. A number, please.
Number 7.
Food and drink, Denise. With what is the name of the American Harland Sanders associated?
Cocktails?
Kentucky Fried Chicken. He's the Colonel Sanders. Again, please, Nat.
4.
The German scientist Johannes Kepler is best known for his 3 laws concerning the motion of what?
Stars.
No, it's the planets. Again, please.
10.
Michael, please. Charles Dickens. Facts alone are wanted in life. Plant nothing else and root out everything else. The words of which character in Hard Times?
Mr. Gradgrind.
Indeed, yes. Thomas Gradgrind.
Number 7, please.
And Denise, please. Which Oscar-winning film of the 1960s, starring Barbara Streisand, was based on the life of Fanny Brice, an American comedienne and star of the Ziegfeld Follies?
Funny girl.
A number, please, Denise.
4.
The name, please, of the Russian nuclear physicist who helped develop the Soviet hydrogen bomb but later campaigned against nuclear proliferation and fought for reform and human rights, winning the Nobel Peace Prize in 1975.
I'm afraid I don't know that.
Andrei Sakharov. Again, please, Denise.
14.
And Terry, Cagliari is the capital of which Mediterranean island?
Sardinia.
A number, please.
5.
In the grounds of which Tudor palace is the Royal Horticultural Society's flower show held in July of each year? Hampton Court. Again, please.
6.
And Chris, please. Classic cocktails, coconut milk, pineapple juice and rum served over ice. By what Spanish name is this cocktail traditionally known?
Pina colada.
A number, please, Chris.
13.
English law, Robert. The exclusive right to reproduce or authorise others to reproduce artistic, dramatic, literary or musical works is known as what?
Copyright.
A number, please, Robert.
9.
US presidents, please, Robin. The buck stops here. Which 20th century president had that famous motto on his desk?
Roosevelt.
Harry Truman. Again, please.
2.
The singers Bryan Adams, Joni Mitchell and Paul Anka were all born in which country?
Canada.
A number, please, John.
Number 6, please.
Which Commonwealth city is served by Lester B. Pearson International Airport?
Must be in Canada. Ottawa.
Toronto. He's a former Prime Minister. John?
13, please.
Robert? The hero in a James Thurber short story, what name is given to someone who indulges in daydreams, imagining a life more exciting than his own?
Walter Mitty.
A number, please.
15.
Word connections, Nat. Which fabric shares its name with the word used for the sensitive hairy skin covering the growing antlers of immature deer?
Fur.
Velvet. Again, please, Robert.
10.
2 former leaders of British political parties are members of the Order of Merit. Baroness Thatcher is one. Who is the other?
Edward Heath.
Lord Jenkins of Hill Head, the Social Democratic Party. Again, please.
8.
Judith, please. Tamerlane conquered Persia. The Ottoman Turks defeated the Serbs at the Battle of Kosovo. The Peasants' Revolt took place in England. All in which century?
14th.
And a number, please, Judith.
2.
John, which Latin phrase is used as an acknowledgement of one's fault or error, literally meaning by my fault? Mea culpa. Again, please.
5.
Colin, the city of Raleigh, named after Sir Walter, the English explorer, is the capital of which US state?
Pennsylvania.
North Carolina. Again, Judith.
14.
Which manufacturer built its 1 millionth car in 1915, 12 years after it built its first?
Ford.
A number, please.
7.
Denise, which British manufacturer in 1961 sold its millionth car of a type designed by Alec Isigonis?
Mini Cooper.
No, the Morris Minor. Again, please.
8.
Judith, please. What term, formed by analogy with the Iron Curtain, was used to denote the veil of mistrust between communist China and non-communist nations? The Bamboo Curtain. Again, please.
Number 13.
The Formation of Vegetable Mould Through the Action of Worms, published in 1881, was the last work of which famous naturalist?
Darwin.
Onwards, please.
Number 1.
Opera, please, Russell. The Rake Punished is an alternative name or title for which Mozart opera?
Marriage of Figaro.
Don Giovanni. Again, please.
6.
Nossophobia is a morbid fear of what?
No idea.
Disease. Again, please.
14.
Terry, Nicaragua in Central America shares its borders with 2 countries. Either of the 2, please.
El Salvador.
Honduras and Costa Rica. Robert?
15.
Nat, please. Which novel by Ian Fleming first introduced the character James Bond? Casino Royale. Again, please, Robert.
7.
A colloidal system in which the dispersal medium is a gas. That's a description of which common household item that dates from 1939 and is now in widespread use? An aerosol. Again, please.
9.
And Robin, please. In musical notation, what's the more common name for what the Americans call a 30-second note?
Semiquaver.
A demi-semiquaver. Again, please.
10.
Michael, please. Landmarks. In which British city are Kelvin Grove Park, Hutchison's Hospital and the Tenement House?
Glasgow.
You worked it out, Michael.
I did.
And well done. And a number, please.
Number 14.
Terry, Still Scotland. In the Scottish legal system, Scotland is divided into 6 regions, each with a full-time principal. What are those regions called? Sheriffdoms.
Of course.
Again, Michael?
8.
Political phrases. Judith? This one from 1906. It's considered unparliamentary for one member of Parliament to accuse another of telling a lie. So to whom is the classic parliamentary euphemism a terminological inexactitude attributed?
Disraeli.
Sir Winston Churchill. It is 12 down, 3 to go, and after the break, Michael Paul from Alfreton in Derbyshire, Robert Norfolk from Anstey in West Sussex, and Terry Mulkerrin from Nantwich in Cheshire will be here for the final. I hope you'll be here with us.
Using spades and forks can be back-breaking. The garden claw virtually eliminates bending and lifting. Turn the handle and the steel prongs corkscrew into all soils, even my heavy clay. Gardening now takes me less than half the time and effort. Also available the Garden Claw Gold, the height's adjustable for the taller or shorter gardener. And there's the Mini Claw, perfect for tubs and container gardens. Look for the blue and yellow box.
Available at B&Q, Homebase, Wyvale and Argos.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
How about we meet upstairs?
Follow me in 5 minutes.
You should have gone to Specsavers.
This range of mobility products have one thing in common. They're all available from the Mobility Company, with interest-free credit, 3 years to pay, and there's no deposit required. For instance, you can have this stairlift now for as little as £49 a month. This offer is also available on rise and recline chairs, adjustable beds, scooters and powered wheelchairs.
If you could benefit from any of these products, don't wait any longer. With no deposit to pay and 3 years interest-free credit, there's no need to wait. Call the Mobility Company now on 0800 328 8890 for a free quotation. That's 0800 328 8890. Call now.
What you want is a mortgage linked to your pension.
No, you need to make sure it's capped to base rate.
No, they're switching mortgage. They want an interest-only tracker like ours.
Don't listen to him. There's so many mortgages to choose from.
No, I went to Direct Line. They did it all over the phone and their rates are great.
We calculate interest daily and paying a bit extra monthly could save you thousands in interest. Call 0800 051 2222. Get a personal illustration to see exactly what our great 2-year discounted rates could do for you. Call 0800 051 2222. That's 0800 051 2222. For a great deal whether you're moving home or moving mortgage. Persil Aloe Vera. Created to care for delicate skin. A drop of nature, awash with kindness.
The 3 surviving contestants in today's 15-to-1 final are Michael Paul, a retired television producer from Alfreton in Derbyshire, Robert Norfolk, a share trader from Anstey, West Sussex, and Terry Mulkerrin, a student from Nantwich in Cheshire.
Thank you. Welcome back. Michael, Robert and Terry, put your fingers on the buzzers and off we go. And we begin with English counties. The cathedral city of Lichfield, the brewing town of Burton and Robert?
Staffordshire.
Indeed. And Uttoxeter Racecourse, children's literature. Which bear of little brain celebrated his 75th birthday in October? Terry?
Winnie the Pooh.
Quotations. When asked in a radio interview in 1978 if she thought class barriers had broken down in Britain, which romantic novelist replied, "Of course they have, or I wouldn't be sitting here talking..." Robert?
Barbara Cartland.
Yes, or I wouldn't be sitting here talking to someone like you. Got to hand it to the old dear. On we go, please. The USA. What's the name of the strait that links San Francisco Bay with the Pacific Ocean? The Golden Gate, hence the Golden Gate Bridge. House of Commons procedure. By tradition, which speech can every member of the House expect to deliver without interruption? Michael?
His or her maiden speech.
Indeed, maiden speeches. Particularly associated with country music. What is the state capital of Tennessee? And Robert?
Nashville.
And question or nominate?
Question.
And famous families. Lucian the artist and his brother Clement, a former Member of Parliament. Who was their famous grandfather?
Freud.
I need his name. Have I given you their Christian names?
All right. Lucian.
No, he's the artist, Sigmund Freud. Oh, fingers back on the buzzers, please. Which Russian word meaning fellow traveller was the name given to a series of 10 Soviet Earth-orbiting satellites, the first launched in 1957? Michael?
Sputnik.
Indeed. Question or nominate?
Question, please.
Musical theatre. Summertime, I Got Plenty of Nuttin', and A Woman is a Sometime Thing. They all come from which Gershwin opera?
Porgy and Bess.
Question or nominate?
Question, please.
Still theatre. No and kabuki are two traditional forms of theatre from which Far East country?
Japan. Question
or nominate?
Question, please.
Who is this British writer and literary scholar, the author of a popular series of children's stories and the subject of the film Shadowlands?
C.S. Lewis.
Question or nominate?
Question, please.
Geography. The Mozambique Channel separates which large island in the Indian Ocean from mainland Africa?
Madagascar.
Question or nominate?
Nominate Robert, please.
Robert, in British mythology, which two giants were the only survivors of a group killed by King Brute the Trojan?
Gog and Magog.
Question or nominate?
Terry.
Terry, the islands of Murano, Burano and Torcello are part of which European city?
Venice.
Question or nominate?
Nominate Michael.
Michael, quotations from the 15th century and the words of Thomas à Kempis. For man proposes, but God what?
Disposes.
Question or nominate?
Question, please.
Famous quotations again. Voltaire. If God did not exist, it would be necessary to what?
Invent him.
Question or nominate?
Question, please.
Which Anglo-Saxon heroic saga, composed around 700 AD, exists in a single manuscript housed in the British Library?
Beowulf.
Question or nominate?
Question, please.
Europe. Which country completely surrounds the small European Republic of San Marino?
Italy.
Question or nominate?
Nominate Terry, please.
The human body and sleep, Terry. REM, sleep, REM sleep. What does REM stand for?
Random eye movement.
Rapid eye movement. Again, Michael?
Robert, please.
Robert, the country marked with a question mark. Which Central Asian country is it?
Mongolia.
And question or nominate?
Question.
Sport. What name is given to the event which combines swimming, cycling and long-distance running?
Triathlon.
Question or nominate?
Question.
Chemistry. Two elements are liquid at room temperature. Either of the two, please.
Helium.
Mercury and bromine. Again, please, put your fingers back on the buzzers. Who or what's missing? There were 6 Bronte siblings. Maria, Elizabeth, Charlotte, Emily and Anne were the sisters. What was the name of their brother? Michael?
Branwell.
It was Patrick Branwell. And question on
please.
History and politics. Why is the 1st of May 1707 a significant date in British history?
It was the Act of Union between England and Scotland.
And question or nominate?
Nominate Terry, please.
Terry, mathematics. The ancient number system, the quintal system, used which number as a base?
12.
5. Again, Michael, question or nominate?
Question, please.
Who was the Roman governor or procurator of Judea from AD 26 to AD 36?
Pontius Pilate.
Question or nominate?
Question, please.
This is the flag of which European country, once part of Yugoslavia?
The Slovak Republic.
Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Right.
Fingers back on the buzzers, please. Literature and music. Which legendary character connect works by Thomas Malory, Alfred Tennyson, and Michael?
King Arthur.
Indeed, and Lerner and Lowe. Question or nominate?
Nominate Terry, please.
Politics, Terry. PPS stands for which junior position in Parliament?
Parliamentary Private Secretary.
OK. Onwards, please.
Question.
And BBC Radio. The organist entertains. Melodies for You and Sound of the 70s. Programmes on which BBC radio station?
Radio 4.
Radio 2. It's fingers back on the buzzers, please. Michael and Robert. Geography. Europe's second longest river after the Volga begins in the Black Forest and flows into the Black Sea. Its name, please. The Danube. History of London. Which notable event began at Pudding Lane in the City of London? Michael?
The Great Fire of London.
Yes, in 1666. Question or nominate?
Nominate Robert.
And Robert, in which year did Captain Scott reach the South Pole and the Titanic sink?
1912.
Question or nominate?
Nominate.
His real name was Eric Weiss. What was this famous American escapologist's professional name?
Houdini.
Yes, Harry Houdini. And onwards, please.
Nominate Robert, please.
And sport, please, Robert. In which sport was the Frenchman Jean-Claude Killy a triple Olympic champion in the 1960s?
Skiing.
Question or nominate?
Nominate.
Films. It started with Sergeant in 1958 and went through to Columbus in 1992. Which series of 31 films? The Carry On films. They did go on that long, Michael. And again, please, Robert, question or nominate? And Michael, please. Lewis Carroll. They sought it with thimbles, they sought it with care, they pursued it with forks and hope. They threatened its life with a railway share. They charmed it with smiles and soap. What were they hunting?
They were hunting the snark.
Yes. I can tell you something, they still threaten it with a railway share, couldn't they, today?
Yes.
And question or nominate?
Nominate, please.
And Robert, please. During the Boer War of 1899 to 1902, 3 major British garrisons were held under siege. One of the 3, please.
Ladysmith.
And Mafeking and Kimberley.
Nominate.
And this is computing, Michael. What term, taken from an aquatic pastime, is used for the casual browsing of websites?
Surfing.
Question or nominate?
Nominate.
Famous last words. Take your pick. How was the Empire, or Bugger Bognor, reputedly which monarch's last words?
George V.
Indeed. That was a nice little ding-dong battle at the end. Robert, 102 and 1 life left. Michael, 181, 10 for that 191. Position number 4 on the finals board and a borderline case for the grand final. It has been enough in the past. Well done, both of you.
Thank you.
Well done, Robert. Stay there, don't go far. Stay there. And we'll be back tomorrow. See you then.
Stay with 4. The Countdown crew are coming up.